Whatever I'm going to do with my life, it's up to me. All I know is this. If I ever choose to become an immortal, I will not involve my mother in my choice. For this is my life, and I am responsible for my actions. We should go check in with Charlotte at some point then. Because clearly she really does want to become an immortal. But I suppose when your role model is one, you want to be one too. Let's go back. Charlotte's just down the road here. And I'm not in any rush to get into the middle of that. So let's go have a word with Charlotte. Get a little bit more experience, I hope, for talking to her. Charlotte!
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have a couple of questions. I understand you wish to become a vampire.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one side.
But how... The thing is, if you gain eternal life, you've got to cover up how you are, well, basically not aging or dying. And people would get suspicious, so you wouldn't be able to stay in one role for too long. Because a short amount of time for you is going to be a lifetime for somebody else. I appreciate where you're coming from. You want to see all those changes and make sure those changes go ahead, but You are young and impatient. But let's talk about your mother's refusal to turn you. That must frustrate you greatly.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
It's not pure selfishness. Your mother is clearly speaking from experience. It's a difficult life she's led. It appears to have been. But do you not trust her? Do you not trust she really has the best in mind for you?
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
Don't forget, your friend Emily recently died trying to become a vampire. It's not a guaranteed process. It would probably break your mother's heart if you died during that process. It's her choice.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte when it was not my original name.
Oh, really?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
Curious she made you change, or rather gave you another name, and it's to a certain extent we must accept those decisions. It doesn't mean they're good decisions, however, when you're an adult, it's different. You've got to respect the decisions they make, however, it doesn't mean you need to accept them. However, I am going to assume you are not the sort of woman just to give up because your vampire mother won't turn you into a vampire. You want to become one. So nothing will stop you. What's your plan then to gain eternal life?
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage, just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer.
That is.
And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
You need to stop playing this game. I am not going to turn you. I'm not going to turn you against your mother's wishes. That's not my place. You're going to get yourself killed, and I honestly believe, as much as your mother loves you, she wouldn't, even on your deathbed, I don't think she would turn you into a vampire. I think that would simply be throwing your life away and eternally wounding your mother. You need to give up this game you're playing.
Stop playing this game at once, Charlotte. This is unworthy of you, of your mother, and of myself.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed. Please forgive me. That was stupid.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights.
I know.
I suspect you may see her before me.
Oh, I was just there and I didn't give her your regards. I am concerned who Charlotte may get herself wrapped up with in order to become a vampire. That's the sort of thing I need to warn Lady Ashbury about. Or Elizabeth. I should really call her Elizabeth. I mean, she insisted I call her Elizabeth. Right, what's going on down here then? Shadow up. Now, I wouldn't, want to assume, but I assume this is the theatre. I need to get access to the theatre. Let's try back here. And let's be sure to look for balconies we could enter by. I think we're going to have to fight these two. Got a bite. Oh, he's waiting for his turn. Oh. Ow. Take this. Ow, you... It's not nice. Ow, you... How did you hit me there? It's not nice to shoot people. Oh, come on. Take one of these. There we go. Down. Let's get a heal in. I'm going to assume... There's the Econ. We might be able to loot him in the process of this. I'm going to assume a way in through the back is near. You need to stop firing that thing. Somebody, namely me, is going to get very hurt. Right. This in the bin. This is absolutely the back of the theatre. Gotta be careful of the chaplain. Ow! Oh, I'm dazed from that, but at least he didn't drain all my stamina and blood. Careful. Come on. There we go. Just keep it up. There we are. This upgraded sword is really showing itself now. Ekon, what did you have? Ikor's threat. Where? There we are, the Scarl. Of all the evil and foul Scarls I have ever had to fight, the Ikor, or Ikor, may be the worst. Not because of its fighting prowess, even if it remains a powerful and dangerous opponent, not because of its superior wit or cunning plans, and Ikor is quite blunt and straightforward in his actions and objectives. Spread diseases, contagions and epidemics wherever it can. That sounds oddly like what we're looking for. And Ikor is the incarnation of viruses and infections. Wherever it goes, sickness appears, and quickly spread. It is like it only walks the earth to generate plagues and epidemics, as if its skin itself diffuses sickness. Ikors are clever, sneaky, malevolent, and ferocious, capable of enduring many wounds. To spoil a water tank, a granary, or a banquet, this kind of thing an Ikor would enjoy to do. In order to please its putrid and perverse nature, they are so rare that we do not know anything about them. The lazy Brotherhood believes that they should not be considered vampires or Scarl, but as something else. All I know is, an Ikor must be destroyed by all means necessary, as soon as they're spotted. Not quite what I expected. However, an interesting read nonetheless. Sheffield Import. This is the back of the theatre, though, is it not?
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
You do seem surprised, Jonathan. Let's see. This door is locked, is it? Here we are. Alright, let's be careful. Well, it's certainly... I was going to say clean, but actually, I'm not too sure about that. Let's see what we have here. I can't stand the pain anymore. It's like my entire body is breaking apart since that beach infected me. For days now, she keeps hiding in her room, giving orders through the little written notes and only rehearsing at night. I witnessed one of her so-called rehearsals. She walks on stage, angry and hateful, spitting and whining about her fading beauty. She's infected, rotten to the core, and she plans to infect everyone in this place, and then everyone in London. Her next play is not before December, and at this time, all the theatre's employees will be obedient minions, forced to serve her evil machinations. I'm sure she's found a way to corrupt our food, or the water, since we all started to get ill and change after the meal she arranged for us on Monday. I want whoever finds this note to know that I only killed myself to escape the living hell that this place has become. May God have mercy on me and my immortal soul, since I refuse to be an accomplice to this devilry. So perhaps Doris was not originally...
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites.
Maybe she
For
wasn't.
in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
I believe, Jonathan, the stage below. We are absolutely above the stage.
Will they adore me?
Oh, hello. Come on, then. Can I? Oh, careful. Well, I think if they weren't aware I was here already, I think they'll be aware I'm here now. This appears to be a dressing room. This theatre has certainly seen better days. Before we drop down there was a door over here. Let's see.
For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
She's a fair actress, I'll give her that. So is she turning people because she was turned? She's just vengeful and petty? The Man Who Was Dead, Doris Fletcher, Archer Knoll and Simon Bells. Opens 14th of March to the 18th of May. Let's see.
Woe to you, nations of...
She must see I'm here.
For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head.
I'm not exactly making my presence a secret.
I have this thirst for blood.
Hello. That's locked. Alas, poor Doris, I knew her well. She is not taking being turned into a skull easily. Then again, who would?
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you.
See why she called herself the Tall Queen.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die.
Oh.
For that was her final wish. You kill, come to me, my servants. Avenge me!
I hope... Oh, they're answering the call. No. Oh my... What? What? She just cut me down in one.
You killed my father. Prepare your hands shaking.
Is that Princess Bride? Oh.
On guard. Ah! I smell. Touché, sir.
Oh, back, back.
Your hand is shaking. My blade shall pierce your villainous heart. Your hand is shaking. Ha! Ha! On guard. Ha! 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 Touché, sir. Ha!
Easy.
Ha! 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 I smell your fear. Ha!
Let's have a bite, because I need a bit of blood.
Arise and save.
She really does hurt.
Ye son of Babylon. Ha! On guard.
Okay. I think
Touché,
the
sir.
skull aren't my problem here. Well, let's unleash the beast.
Slayer, the disgrace of sheep.
Oh!
Will she be the
No!
queen again?
I'm gonna die. No, I can't. I can't. Right, okay. I need to evolve again. Right, we need to get out of here. This door, I believe it's locked.
It's locked, all right.
Thank you, Jonathan. Then we need to escape this place.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
A skull downstairs. Oh, this isn't the weapon I thought I had out. Oh! Let's unleash. Give me a bit of space. Bit of blood. Ooh. No, I'm stuck on a rail. Okay, that was a bit of a mess, however. We can heal, regain control of the pace of this fight. Oh. Okay. Is there anything else in here I can take before I leave? A strong blood serum. Oh, wait, that was Doris Fletcher. She was a very attractive woman once upon a time. Once upon a time. Might be guard as I leave. I want to get to Pembroke Hospital. Let's just put some distance between us and the guard. Where are we on the map? Not too far away. I can get through here. I'll go around. There's a Volcod there. Oh, what's the best way out of this hellhole? Could try just gun it. Sneak up here. And this way. Home, sweet home. Now let's go to our investigations. It should be technically... There we are. Oh, that's a wide area to cover. Technically it's a West End investigation, because that's where we picked it up. Where or where? Am I... Where should I begin to start?
The Pembroke is so lucky to have a doctor.
Oh, they're talking about me. Yeah, we met once in New York. Oh, there's people to treat as well. Oh, I completely forgot about treating people, even though I saw them here. Well, we might as well start with Thelma. She's right here. Thelma.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Well, I don't have any blood, but I do have something else for you.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
My condition cannot be understood by you, mortal. This curse is beyond your science.
But here, take this anyway. Because, you know, between you and me, of course I'm your servant. Your eternal servant, my vampire lady.
Well, until the day science finally admits failure, please accept this little contribution.
Thank you, Doctor. Your efforts are admirable, though laughable.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil.
There was the son, Mr. Goswick. He's fatigued. We can...
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me?
Oh, he's still waiting on his surgery.
You have the right to...
And Dr. Thoreau has a headache. We're going to have to treat him.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
You don't seem okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You're not a burden. It's what I'm here for.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Right.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir.
A little bit of experience. Dr. Thoreau, we will return to you. Where am I going to find this final letter? I doubt very much it's going to be here. Would it be within the hospital?
I will not let you down, my boy.
The area I'm supposed to investigate is certainly rather large, and it does extend to the area around the morgue. Well, I'm below my room. He did walk out, and he's not going to have snuck into my room and left that letter here, surely. No, definitely not. That's a little bit of paranoia for you from me. Let's analyze this blood sample. Strong stamina serum. An antidote. Recipe unknown. I wonder when I'm going to learn that antidote. I'm going to use... I'm going to get a couple of smaller serums if I can. They're cheaper to make. I'll be handier in a pinch. Headache. Fatigue. As we go around hunting... Oh, I've got a lot to dismantle, like rivets. That would be... 3 rivets? Aluminum parts? Right. Let's... How many parts? Oh, I can upgrade the damage again. Right, damage it is. Very good. And the steak. I need more. Right, let's just go through everything that we can. Okay, used LISTON. We'll come back to the knife. We could decrease the stamina cost for a little bit of blood absorb. It's not really that much of a decrease in stamina because I've not used any enhanced handling anywhere else. We could swap to blood absorb. I don't want to lose damage, but I do think we can stand to use a tiny bit more stamina for blood absorb. The steak, I don't have enough parts to decrease the increase the handling to decrease the stamina consumption. The shotgun, I do now have the rivets to make it even stronger. We could add stun to it though. I think when I'm using the gun, I want damage. I just want straight up damage. So let's do that. Then we have either the revolver or the Barker. Reload is 15. Reload on this is 10, but I have upgraded that to have a good a reload as possible. Because right now I don't have shotgun ammo, so I do need an alternative. Let's upgrade this, because that doesn't appear to be too difficult. No more good trigger parts. We'll take the revolver out with us. We'll see how it does. And then there's the used LISTON knife. We can upgrade this easily, because we don't have much use for the earlier parts. This weapon is all about blood absorption. Because right now, I use the stake to stun, bite, get blood. If I can bypass that process almost, it could be... Well, it's worth investigating. let's do it. We don't have any more aluminum powder, but I'm going to give it a whirl. Let's go to our equipment. We're going to get rid of the cudgel. What do we... There is a saw and a hatchet and a scythe. Just whack the common machete on there. I'm more curious about the Liston knife. So we're going to take that with us. I can't try it out in the hospital. That might make too much noise. Right, let's go see about finding this. Oh, that was easy. What an odd box to put it in. My dearest child, this is my last letter to you. I chose to hide it in Pembroke Hospital. Do you remember how disappointed you were when your application was rejected? I had never seen you so upset. For days you did not say a word. This was the first time I realized the darkness you had in you, my son. A black stone embedded in your heart, hidden to all, which I sometimes saw in your sister too. I feared for you both, for I perfectly knew what it meant to feel this gloomy mood. The dark side of the reeds. The reason why I must go. Now that I know, I'm condemned. I'm sick, my son. The diagnosis is irrevocable and death will soon come. I refuse to be seen like this by those I love. This is my fault and my decision. You're so far away now. Learning with this Dr. Carrel in Paris how to transfuse blood to save patients. Already thinking about how you can improve the method you've helped to create. I'm so proud of you, my son, but you can't save me. I won't be Aubrey Reed, the dying banker surrounded by his friends and family, unable to leave his bed. I won't stand it. I don't accept it, so I left. Just like you left us to become a great surgeon, you were destined to be. The great surgeon I never want to see next to me, looking at me, knowing I will die soon. Keep on studying, my son. Become whoever you're destined to be, and do it for yourself, not for your old father who loves you. I have taken all the necessary measures to protect you, my family, of any dangers to come. I want you to remember me as I was, not as I'm about to be. I leave, for I love you, my pearls and jewels. I do it because I have this dark mood in me I hid from everyone as long as I could. In a few days I'll go where I stood when you left us for France. There, I'll leave a last gift for you. There, I'll vanish, never to come back. Farewell, Jonathan. I wish you to be as happy as I've been with you all these years. Kiss my Mary and my Emmeline for me. Take care of them. Farewell, my dear boy. Believe me, ever, my dearest John. Your devoted father, Aubrey Reed.
Southwark. My departure for France as a promising student. My return as a brilliant surgeon. About to be killed.